Well, I mean, I saw something on the computer this morning from Code Pink, you know, who are certainly out there, and they did a Mother's Day action at the White House, you know, and I mean they're, I mean I think it's a good example of a group that is quite courageously nonviolent, and go out there where I mean people are so brainwashed almost into thinking, oh, $700 billion for the military? No, you know, that's okay. That's as much as the whole rest of the world spends. It's all right to put more money into nuclear weapons, developing more nuclear weapons, while we threaten to bomb any other country that thinks about nuclear weapons. And these folks are saying, you know, not with our silence. And are getting out there and willing to get beaten up or arrested or hauled out of, you know, congressional hearings, without responding, you know, violently or with hatred. They're going over to Gaza. I mean, you know, they've got two delegations going over there in the next month. One will be going from Egypt, and then the other through Israel. And if Israel doesn't allow them in, they're going to camp out on the border. You know. I think that's, I mean, voices for creative nonviolence, Voices in the Wilderness has, they were fined, I forget, tens of thousands of dollars. And this is a small organization, so they don't have a lot of money, for taking medical supplies to Iraq during the 90s, which was illegal. So, and they were unwilling to pay those fines, so the organization ceased to exist. Voices, and there are now Voices for Creative Nonviolence. But that's another example of people that are willing to go into whatever the most tragic situation is and respond creatively and nonviolently and compassionately, and bringing attention, and willing to suffer the consequences. You know, if it's sitting in the desert heat, 120 degree, you know, while you know, the tanks are out there ready to, you know, start an invasion, or if it's sitting in jail for a few months, to do that on behalf of their brothers and sisters that are suffering is a small price to pay. And we would do that for our own, almost everybody would do that for their own brothers and sisters. But to broaden that understanding of who our brothers and sisters are, to, you know, it's every human being on earth.